Clark County Poet Laureate Angela M. Brommel. And today we're meeting with Grace Hwang, who is our first place winner in the Clark County Division of Poetry Out Loud. And then she represented us up north at the statewide division. And recently we worked together with the Poets on the Plaza event for the city of Henderson, which is an annual event that happens in the amphitheater on Water Street. It's usually the third week of April on that Thursday. So thanks for coming, Grace.
Thank you so much for having me here.
You're welcome. So I actually was one of the judges when you got first place, and I was so excited when I saw you perform that I asked you then about Poets on the Plaza. And then I saw you at Poets on the Plaza, and I thought, I just wanted more people to know about Poetry Out Loud and to be able to see some of your work. So,
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome. So could you tell us, how long have you been memorizing poetry?
I've actually been memorizing poetry since kindergarten. So Challenger has trained us from kindergarten to learn to recite poems and to have stage presence. And so I just built off of my knowledge from there.
Got it.
To where I am now, where I entered Poetry Out Loud through my teachers, and here I am.
Okay, so that answers a lot of my question. Who are some of the other people that have helped support your poetry performances?
So I first would like to thank my family, so my parents and my brother, who have always been very supportive of what I do in the humanities and in poetry in particular. And I also would like to thank my English teachers, Miss Brown and Miss Neby from Clark High School, for being my #1 cheerleaders in everything that I do in poetry and in English in general. It's been such an amazing support system to have them and to share what I love with the rest of the community. So
thank you for saying all of that. We talked about this on Poets at the Plaza too, that bringing you all together was also a way to thank all of these teachers and organizations that help poetry. So thank you for letting us learn more about your teachers.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I know you're going off to school to Chicago in the fall.
Yep.
So when do you graduate?
I graduate May 23rd, 2023. So
okay, it's coming up.
Yeah, very soon.
Okay. Well, we would love to have you recite 2 of the poems that you presented at Poets on the Plaza.
I'd be happy to.
Wonderful.
So the first poem I would like to recite is known as I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud by William Wordsworth. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I with a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. For oft, when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. I wanted to mention Poetry Out Loud is supported by the Nevada Arts Council, the National Endowment for the Arts, and I believe the Poetry Foundation.
Yes.
Yeah, so Mary Jane makes all that magic happen.
Yeah, I am so sincerely thankful for all she does for Poetry Out Loud.
Yeah, it's just wonderful. Thank you. So your second poem?
My second poem is known as Charles Sumner by Charlotte L. Fortin Grimke. on seeing some pictures of the interior of his house, Washington, D.C. Only the casket left, the jewel gone, whose noble presence filled these stately rooms, and made this spot a shrine where pilgrims came, stranger and friend, to bend in reverence before the great pure soul that knew no guile, to listen to the wise and gracious words that fell from lips whose rare, exquisite smile gave tender beauty to the grand, grave face. Upon these pictured walls we see thy peers, poet and saint and sage, painter and king, a glorious band. They shine upon us still gleam in marble the enchanting forms whereupon thy artist eye delighted dwelt. Thy favored Psyche droops her matchless face, listening, methinks, for the beloved voice which never more on earth shall sound her praise. All these remain, the beautiful, the brave, the gifted, silent ones. But thou art gone. Fair is the world that smiles upon us now. Blue are the skies of June, balmy the air that soothes with touches soft the weary brow. And perfect days glide into perfect nights, moonlit and calm. But still our grateful hearts are sad and faint with fear, for thou art gone. O friend beloved, with longing tear-filled eyes we look up to the unclouded blue, and seek in vain some answering sign from thee. Look down upon us, guide and cheer us still from the serene height where thou dwellest now. Dark is the way without the beacon light, which long and steadfastly thy hand upheld. O nerve with courage new the stricken hearts, whose dearest hopes seem lost in losing thee.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. For everyone at home, our next Writer Ready workshop at the Winchester Dondero Cultural Center will be Saturday, June 24th, 10 a.m. to noon, and our focus is the poetry revisions, the joy of artful revision. So please bring 2 poems that you are willing to share with other people and work on them, and I look forward to seeing you there. Happy writing.